meals with Grandma. Okay. This is a recipe that has been in the family for ages, centuries. It's delicious. Let's get started. Our ingredients: 5 cups of flour, 2 packages of yeast, half a cup of sugar, 1 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of butter, and a teaspoon of salt. First, dissolve the yeast in half a cup of warm water. Make sure it's warm.
I was here by myself on Saturday.
What a peculiar smell. Yeast set aside, let's get started with the milk.
I know a few things about pain. Put this on the stove and heat.
Once the milk is scalded, we'll add the salt, sugar, and butter.
And what else? Half a cup. I don't know. So we have to get the bread machine because it has to be wiped out and it has to be sprayed with vegetable spray or whatever it's called.
Grandma has had this bread machine for a very long time. I remember it from my childhood.
Butter, salt, sugar. Because if it was Lily,
Once sufficiently cooled, the milk mixture is a yummy treat by itself.
the dough raises into this, and if it's not sprayed, it sticks and you can't get it off. It's a mess. Milk, butter, sugar, salt. It can't be too hot because it'll kill the yeast.
Do we need to preheat the oven?
No.
We won't preheat the oven until the dough is ready to rise. Once we get there, the rolls will have already been formed. With the animate yeast and the milk combined, it's time to start mixing in the flour. Roll up those sleeves.
Is it usually this stiff?
No.
It's that sip of the milk I took.
That's probably the problem. Just scrape it out.
Okay.
Grandma! Goodness! And now, an interlude. The dough incubating within the bread machine. All we can do is wait. Maybe I'll read a book. Who knows?
I can't believe it's in one piece, but it wouldn't have cracked. But instead of rolling out dough on a wooden surface, this made it simpler because it doesn't stick as much.
What is it?
This is plastic. It has recipes on here. Bacon powder biscuits, pastry, pie. If you want a big 10-inch pie, that's what you do there. I probably bought this in the early 60s. That's how good Tupperware is. You know what a Tupperware party is?
No.
There was a person who would be contracted to sell Tupperware.
Like who?
Oh, anybody. I mean, I could have done it if I had wanted to, but you had to invest in the company. You had to buy the stuff that you showed at the parties.
Were there drinks?
And no, not in those days. If Diane 70 was involved, there were.
I've never been to a Tupperware party, but I sure have been to a Tastefully Simple party. Shout out the bountiful beer bread mix. Yum.
Go for it.
That's why you grease this.
An hour and a half pass, and our little dough bear is ready to come out of his hibernation. He has grown plump in his slumber. The time has finally come for us to form our rolls.
It has to go like a big square.
Oh.
The dough is flat. Time to add some goodies. Get in there, Paula Deen. A little bit of sugar. Or a lot of it. Whoa! And of course, some cinnamon. Maybe we'll even try something new. Did you know walnuts kill parasites? Ha. Anyways,
This is working so well. I mean, oh, look at her.
Oh. Ooh.
oh my god, you'd have to edit that out. One final kip in the oven, and the rolls will be in a fit state. Only one more task in the scullery. Icing. Confectioner's sugar, vanilla, butter, and heavy whipping cream. Ain't no measurements here. Grandma's freestyling. As the icing is made, the rolls finish resting and they're ready to go in.
I don't think maybe that might.
Ta-da! Just like that, they're ready. A perfect day to turn back to oneself. These cold clarities which the sun projects like a judgment shorn of pity over all creatures enter through my eyes. I am illuminated within by a diminishing light.